If things don't go the way he wanted to go, it's because of him.
Man, I just want to say to let the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge is
insinuating that you are not being paid or you are not being paid properly by Tank. Is he just trying to stir the pot to get the fight between Devin and Tank, or is there something there?
Let's look at this. How long I've been with Tank?
All my life, as long as I know, all his life.
It's not about the money with me. Tank takes good care of me. He gives me what I ask for when I ask for it. He know I'm not into the money. You give me the money, I'm gonna spend it all on my kids. That's just.
You think what you gotta be like, pay. Wow.
If things don't go the way he wanted to go, it's because of him. Tough times are pressing down on Tank Davis, and it's not just about boxing anymore. Legal troubles are finding their path into every part of his life, even cutting him off from opportunities to travel internationally. And with his ongoing fallout with former trainer Calvin Ford, things seem to be getting messier than ever. The flashy lifestyle, the penthouse views, and the glory in the ring, Davis might be watching it all slip away, starting with his own home. Man, I just want to say that the people know that this judge is crazy, bro. This judge is sure. The recent split between Tank and his former trainer Calvin Ford did surprise us, but it seems it might be getting worse. Ford, who coached Davis through much of his career, dropped unsettling claims about Davis after their separation, sharing insights that according to him show a different side of the boxer. And his intake of peds in response. Davis didn't just brush off these comments, he escalated the situation, filing defamation lawsuit accusing Ford of lies and demanding accountability for statements he insists are baseless, insinuating that you are not being paid or you are not being paid properly by Tank. Is he just trying to stir the pot to get the fight between Devin and Tank, or is there something there? Let's look at this. How long I've been with Tank? All my life, as long as I know, all his life. It's not about the money with me. Tank takes good care of me. He gives me what I ask for when I ask for. He know I'm not into the money. You give me the money, I'm going spend it all on my kids. That's just some. Ford's comments, however, revealed deeper personal issues, potentially explaining why Davis might be struggling in other areas of life beyond the courtroom drama. Davis's financial issues are now impossible to ignore. A condo association recently filed for foreclosure on his Baltimore penthouse, citing unpaid fees that reportedly amount to more than $34,000. You think although Davis's attorney insists that payments have been made and the issue is now resolved, the court records show a picture of instability. Davis's penthouse, a luxury property atop of Renova grain silo in Baltimore's Silo Point, was meant to symbolize his success, a show of how far he'd come with panoramic views and a price tag of $3 per million. It's not your average apartment, yet despite the prestige and value of the property, the unpaid dues and lien imposed by the condo association hint at mismanagement, or perhaps a focus on maintaining appearances rather than financial responsibility. The timing of this foreclosure filing is particularly striking given Davis's recent public statements about wealth and success. If the foreclosure notice wasn't enough, Davis's personal freedom also faces significant restrictions. Who told you to put this on? Currently on probation for a 2020 hit-and-run incident in Baltimore, he's been subject to travel limitations, a condition that became painfully evident when a judge recently denied his request to travel to Japan for his 30th birthday. Although his attorney Hunter Pute argued that Davis had complied with all probation requirements and expressed a genuine desire to explore new cultures, the judge denied his request without explanation, saying that Tank has a dark side of him that just won't allow some things. Davis has completed many special probation conditions, and he even took the time to write a handwritten note expressing his gratitude for a prior travel exception that allowed him to support Team USA at the Paris Olympics. That trip to France opened his eyes to a different side of the world. As he put it, the Tokyo trip, he argued, was not merely a vacation but a chance to experience and learn about Japanese culture firsthand. He wanted to visit historical sites like the Sino-ji Temple and Shibuya Crossing, intending to use the journey as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Yet despite Davis's assurances and his clean record while on probation in Florida, the judge's decision to deny the Japan trip sends a strong message. His past mistakes are not yet behind him, and with the lawsuits from Calvin Ford are only making things worse, no amount of pleading or promises could convince the judge To overlook the conditions of his probation for personal leisure? No matter how cultural or educational the trip might be. Poe, what does he mean to you when you say he hear that name? What does he mean when you first hit it a father father, and then it's in the middle of all this that we saw his fight with Lamont being postponed, which again has brought around some negative attention to his career. Aside from his financial and legal battle, Tank is also having issues with his career. He might be holding a world title, but he's facing more criticism than ever in 2024 of him just going over different techniques. I was watching him, he had me putting tape on the floor. I'm over here. Oh yeah, Stu, yeah man. Despite his success in the ring, many fans feel disappointed by his choice of opponents, and some are calling him out for dodging bigger challenges. This backlash isn't just about his recent matches, it digs deeper into the legacy Davis seems to be building or avoiding. And for the last few days this has only gotten worse too. I ain't worried about that. I mean like the same response that he'll have if you was to ask him like I'm here for a reason, you know what I'm saying, like I'm the champ at 130 PB. Obviously we hear the talks, the people that he wanted to fight, or the people that people are interested in fighting him, you know that business just didn't line up. I'm not saying nobody's ducking anybody, but you know what I'm saying. Obviously that didn't happen. So after his high-profile victory against Ryan Garcia in 2023, boxing fans expected Davis to keep up the momentum by taking on another elite fighter. He did face Frank Martin in the summer and true to form delivered a powerful knockout. Still, Martin wasn't the name fans wanted to see, and many were hoping for an even bigger opponent in his next fight. Instead, well, you know where we are currently at. Although Roach is a skilled fighter, he lacks the star power and reputation of other potential opponents. Dudes is y'all claiming to be the best, but y'all didn't fight. No, body, y'all didn't grind. Why not giving no tough fights? But it's all cool, that's the way y'all do things. Like who did Tank fight that he didn't either weight drain or make them move up and weight? But I'm talking about the last kind of ish dog he fought was Pedraza. After that people moved up in weight, or either he sucked them dry like Barrows and all of them who T for FCO. One of the names consistently brought up by F fans is Vasyl Lomachenko. The idea of a Davis-Lomachenko showdown has floated around for years, and for some fans it's felt like a dream match that just keeps slipping away. Lomachenko's skills and legendary status made him an ideal opponent for Davis to prove himself against, but now at nearly 37 Lomachenko isn't quite the same unstoppable force he was in his prime, even though he still demonstrated his skill with a TKO win over George Kambosos Jr. in May. Critics argue that Davis has been waiting for Lomachenko to age out, making this a missed opportunity for a true clash at their peaks. Tank Davis is over social media. Response to that: one more time please. Tank Davis called out. The whispers about Davis ducking Lomachenko have only grew louder recently when an anonymous boxing official told Boxing Scene that it was a B**teach move for Davis to avoid Lomachenko until now, only to potentially face him when he's his prime. If LMA retires, there's a part of me that'll be happy he didn't fight Tank, the official reportedly said. It's like Lomachenko saying no, you had your chance. The idea is that Davis could have fought Lomachenko years ago when the Ukrainian champion was at his best, but instead waited until Lomachenko's career was winding down, which has soured many fans on the prospect of the fight. Technical, he has the power, he has the speed, and he knows how he need to move, and it always fought with the guys bigger than higher. Despite all the noise, there's a growing sense that Tank and his team may be preparing to answer the critics by finally setting up a Lomachenko fight this November. In days leading up to his current legal challenges and his December bout against Roach, Davis's camp hinted that they were positioning him for a showdown with Lenko. The plan, it seemed, was to close out 2024 with a bang by taking on the seasoned Ukrainian fighter. If this fight actually happens, it could be the bold move. Davis needs to prove he's not just skating by on his reputation but is ready to face real risks in the ring. What's going on? Lomachenko interested in that fight November? Talked about sure, yeah, for sure, long as we go back to the drone boy and I want, but timing is everything. And with Davis's legal battles over his penthouse foreclosure and his probation issues putting travel in question, it's unclear if the logistics will allow him to make this fight happen. If he can overcome these obstacles, a Lomachenko fight would be the perfect opportunity to end the ducking accusations and give fans the high stakes match they've been craving. However, if the fight doesn't materialize soon, Davis risks adding more fuel to the fire that he's intentionally avoiding top competition. However, Tank has recently started to taunt some of the opponents his fans are saying should fight, and that's Floyd Schofield, fresh off his decisive victory over Rene Tezgon, which solidified his position as the WBA's No. 2 ranked fighter. Schofield is clearly eyeing a shot at Tank's lightweight title in this high-stakes game. Tank took to social media throwing shade at Schofield and letting the world know he might just be next on his radar. Davis D.